concept.
Hey, hold on a second. Ichien. Alright, hold on, everyone. Hold on. You never, you know who I'm talking to you, right? Sibling. You never met, did you meet Hikaru's sister, youngest sister? Oops, just totally out of my wife's name. Ha ha ha. But everyone pretty much knows anyway, because we talked about it earlier. But really? How did that happen? Oh, never mind. I'm being dumb. Never mind. Someone's being dumb. You want to hear good things? Oh, she's here right now. She just dropped off a bunch of veggies and stuff. I'll have her say hello when she just a moment. Now that's her oldest. Hey, say hi. 妹、あ、私の妹。ない、ない、ない。顔見えないけど、はいだけ言って。はい。
なんて名前？
本出したのネットで。
おお。バイ。This is Michi。またね。
じゃあね。はい、じゃあ、わかりました。別に、大丈夫、今、
というものはない。はい。ピンポンピンポン鳴らしてって言われてたから。
Okay. Uh, it looks like onions, green peas, string peas, or something. I don't know stuff. I don't know. It's a big bag of stuff. Onions. I saw onions. Maybe potatoes. All right. So totally couldn't find my microphone. That's why today is going to be a fairly truncated show because someone misplaced their microphone and then blamed the internet. But that's what you do, right? So obviously someone snuck into my house. Someone flew all the way to Japan, snuck into my house. Someone snuck into my house and hid my microphone. Now, the microphone was right where I left it, inside my racing seat from Wednesday night stream. Right? Someone flew all the way from the United States to Japan, rented a car, drove to my house, sneaked. Check this out. You say snuck, right? Do you say snuck or sneaked? Which one do you say? I think that's an American thing. I think other places say sneaked, which sounds so wrong. So someone snuck into the house, picked up my microphone, right, which is in my bedroom, picked up the microphone, tiptoed to the front bedroom, or the front room, placed the microphone in the racing seat, climbed out. It's a British English. Oh, English is great. English is really a fantastic language. It's so clear. There's the ambiguity that when we communicate information is absolutely fantastic. Trust me. Especially the way we're if you follow the rules, if you follow these following rules: 5-paragraph essay, define your adjectives and adverbs before you say them. English is absolutely brilliant. My Wednesday student. Dude. You should see. Every language has these weird things. Every language has crazy things in it. Every single language. It doesn't matter. Every single language has crazy things in it. They seem odd when you take them out of context and the order that we learn them in. You learn these things, you hear them before you see them. It doesn't matter. When you pull it out of context like that, yes, it seems weird, but we learn them in context, so they make sense. You should hear some of the things I struggle with in Japanese. Hashi. They're always kanji, like the kanji character things. Oh, it's so bonkers. Every language is broken, but we don't learn it through the broken things. You learn it through context. Chaos. I think because originally it was spelled with a K, but for some reason someone changed it to CH. Spellings have changed over the years. But anyway. Yeah, I was confused too, but you learned it, right? That's how we spell it. Right? Every language has weird things in it. Every language. It's not, you've been brainwashed to believe that there's something wrong with English. Trust me, every language is broken. Every language is broken. Okay, so someone came into my house, hid my microphone, and then someone sneaked into my house, hid my microphone, climbed out the window, but I found it. So, yes, good morning, everyone. It is me. It is I'm Morph. This is the astronaut from Returnal, the game I cannot finish. One day. All right, today, as usual, today's podcast is brought to you by Breakbeat Kings. SIPS, CSV Kit, Curl, ImageCat, and Canva. These are some of the best, well, not Breakbeat Kings is music, but the best tools on the internet. SIPS, CSV Kit, Curl, ImageCat, Canva. Your bestest friends. Your best, betterest, most best friends. You need a gaming station that works? Yes, come play video games with us. Okay. All right. So today, we have round 2 results from Double Dash. We have more tower thoughts. We have, I've been training myself to identify Japanese kanji character parts before I try to memorize 5,000 kanji. It's not going to work. I'm horrible with rote memory. I can't do it. I need something to hold on to. So I've implemented this. I've looked at my brain and asked my brain, "How do you work, brain?" And then it said, "I work like this." I said, "Okay." If I can't see patterns, then it's very difficult for me to take in new information. I need concepts, patterns, rules of thumb, some sort of groupings, yeah? And then I can put information in my head. And then we have the Eisenhower matrix and backseating like a pro. This is gonna be fast, you guys. I need to finish at 12, so I have to shower because I stink, and I have class at 2, and I don't want to be late. Yeah, you're the same, right? Yeah. DNA, dear sister, DNA. All right, so let's start with, if I could spell. That's another thing I find difficult, is spelling. I believe we get that from our father. Our father can't spell. Did you know that? By the way, Brown Bunny is my sister, aka Photo Spice. Our dad can't spell. Ask him about it. Like how he would figure out the words he knew he wouldn't be able to write, spell properly on the whiteboard. I know, right? So that's him. That's all his fault. Go be angry at him. He did this to us. His defective. He can't. Ask him about it. He might not want to admit to it, but he admitted to me years ago. I was like, I can't spell. Brilliant with numbers, but he can't spell. Yeah, she was a speller, but her number ability was horrible, right? So guess what? I lost out on both fronts. I got our father's inability to spell and our mother's inability to cope with numbers. I got both those things. I'm so mad at both of them. So angry. They mixed, the mixture was incorrect. You're supposed to give me all the positive traits. Like, oh, you can spell, you could do numbers. Let's put those 2 ingredients in. No. Apparently that just would have been too much for planet Earth. I got all the defective genes when it comes to spelling and numbers. You stole all the number juice. Give it back. I'm coming over. I'm stealing a piece of your hair off the top of your head. I'm splicing your genes. I'm stealing and splicing your genes. It's all your fault. Why you gotta be so greedy? Why you gotta get all the good number DNA? What's up with that? Why can't you share? I didn't take all the good DNA, right? I saved some for you. It's like, oh, good looks, sister's gotta have that, right? Charming, witty. I didn't steal all that. No, I just took a little bit. Selfish. See, I'm horrible with sharing too. But anyway, excuse me. Currently in the double dash. True, I got all the height. I got all the height genes. Sorry about that. It's hey, I'm very quiet. How am I very quiet? Okay, so that means something must be broken. Why am I quiet? That's out. That's in. Oh shoot! Oh, I just changed that. Look at that handsome helmet. I'm repeating myself. So if my volume is low, that's on you, because on my side I'm almost halfway across the bar, the doohickey majiggy that says how loud my voice is. So I'm gonna assume that's a you thing, not a me thing. Also, hi Vegeta. Your computer's all the way up? What the heck is going on? Anyone else having this audio issue? Testing. So either A, my input. All right, so it says I'm almost maxed out here. Testing. Maybe I just need to move a little bit closer. All right, so here we are, the Double Dash Round 2 results. We have Phantom Racers, no thanks to me, in first place. Thank you, Havoc. We have over 9,000 vegetable varieties. The team leader, Vegeta, right here is in the chat with 20 points. Red Wind, which is Mr. Flynn and who is it? Mr. Flynn and Eternicus? Is that right? Oh, that race was complete madness. Wait, it's Mr. Flynn and Eternicus, correct? And then Laser team is Spazer Laser and Hikaru JPN, and Heavy Metal Racing. No, Heavy Metal Racing is Eternicus and Knight Rider. Is that right? So wait, who's Mr. Flynn's teammate? It's you in Variety. Oh no. Someone has red hair, and I think it's Mr. Flynn. And then Blame, which is our standing team, still sitting on 1 point. Oh my god. Who's Red Wind? Eternicus? Knight Rider? Oh my god. Anyway, here are the point standings after 2 rounds. I don't have the current schedule or the schedule, but up next we have on June 13th, I think we're at Dragon Trail Seaside 2 with the always popular Death Chicane, where many races come to a very abrupt end when people find the wall. Group 2. Yeah, that is going to be an absolute crazy race. So crazy. Alrighty. So, next we have Tower Thoughts. This is sort of my political message. I'm warning everyone. Don't kill what you hate. Save what you love. Because you become what you hate. You become the exact thing that you hate. The more you point out the thing that you hate, the more you become that thing. You don't realize you're the bad guy at that point. So just focus on what you love and ignore all the things that you hate. Not your business. I prefer another peaceful walk away at the front. No, no. Oh, no, you're not going to be that lucky. Don't try to kill what you hate, boys and girls. The more you point out what you don't like, the more you become that thing. Just save what you love. Talk about the thing that you love. And don't focus on that other thing. Don't do it. Yeah. Because in the end, you eventually become the bad guy. Yeah, negative mind share is a detriment. Yep. 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 This is the same goes for pointing out the faults in someone else. When you point out someone else's faults and you're constantly looking for a fault and mistakes, you end up judging yourself by the same yardstick. And that doesn't work out either. Pointing out, don't. If you're going to point out someone's mistakes, do the sandwich. Positive thing, negative thing. We're gonna get to, and this ties in the backseating actually. Positive thing, negative thing, positive thing. And the negative thing should be in the form of advice. I have very low expectations for all of the human race. That way I'm never disappointed. Never ever disappointed. It's like, no, I don't expect much. I'm always pleasantly surprised. The sounding is so helpful, right? Yeah. 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 It makes life so much easier for those who are receiving advice, and for those giving it actually, because you don't feel like such a jerk. This was one of the big things as a manager / trainer that I really had to focus on, right? Make sure no matter how upset I was, no matter how upset and how urgent something was, I always made sure to slow down and try to sandwich everything. Because people assume the minute you start off with the negative, that they're in trouble, that they're going to lose their job, or they're going to get docked in their pay. And you've got to relieve that fear, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, but those I think those two thoughts, sandwiching and this, sort of go together. Yeah. GTS? Okay, I'll take a look, see, peek, see at that. Oh, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. It reminds me of something else. Yeah, you have to have the positives with the negatives, or it just doesn't work. Because unfortunately, humans only take away the negative, so you've got to really pour on the positive. I see it all I'm gonna rant. Sorry. sorry, I've got to rant. I see people from different groups, right? So, for example, um, let's just say you're from a specific group. I'm not going to pick one in particular, but you know what I mean. And one person will be non supportive. One person will be non supportive, and everyone will focus on the one non supportive individual. They'll ignore the 5,555 other positive people and focus on the one negative person and say, oh my God, see, it's out of control. It's like, what? It's not about ego stroking. It's not about stroking the ego. Is that human nature? We struggle with negative feedback. It's very difficult to take, and then we judge our whole existence on that. It's not about ego. It is not about ego. It's about cushioning the blow because we're overcritical with ourselves. Stroking someone's ego is blowing smoke up their butt when they haven't done anything. And this is completely different. This is cushioning the blow. Because people have this is not the negative fragile ego, but people are very delicate. People are super. One thing can happen. I can't draw. I used to be able to draw. Check this out. I used to be able to draw fairly well in elementary school until about 4th or 5th grade when this other kid drew a better picture and everyone laughed at my art. And from that day forth, I lost the ability to draw. I cannot tell you how bizarre. I can't get it back. I totally lost all confidence. And now I'm afraid to pick up a pencil and even try to draw. And it just comes out horrible because that thought keeps playing in my head. And I know what it is. I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. And it drives me bonkers. So anything to do with pen and paper, I have zero confidence. Even my handwriting, totally don't trust myself to write something on paper. 53 years old, something happened over 40 years ago is still jacking up my life. And I fight it every single time I pick up my wife and bad daughter. They always tease me my handwriting is bad. I don't tell them about this, but yeah. Oh yeah. And I can see it. We all have something like this in our lives. That one thing that controls us, you were lucky. You were lucky. You were lucky. Congratulations. Could you give some of that to me? So, it's not about blowing smoke up someone's butt. It's about making sure that they don't lose what tiny. Oh yeah, we did too. I had to take it in elementary school. Yeah, we all have something like that. I'm gonna tell you guys, do as I say, not as I do. Don't let that control you. But yeah, whole cultures are built around that. Whole groups of people have this one thing that dictates how they behave. And it's something that's not even that important. Good, yes. Wait, yes, exactly. Yes, that's the smart man, Vegeta. So, I have this friend that growing up, a similar story. They were in school, and twice they were questioned. They remember the two incidents. There were two incidents. They were twice asked by an instructor, "Hey, how did you come to that answer when everyone else gave the wrong answer?" And they felt that they were being singled out. And now they are absolutely terrified. They hate everything about the school system because of these two events from two separate teachers. Oh, you know what? I figured. I'm so glad. When I saw you not turning up, it's like, he must be working. He must be making money. Make that green, baby. Make that paper. Get that cheddar. Make that cheddar, baby. And so they sat down and said, oh, these two things happened, and now I hate everything about school and the culture. like the culture that I grew up in and my home country, because it's two events from two separate individuals. We get jacked up so easily. So freaking easily, man. So this comes back to we're not blowing smoke up someone's butt. We're not lying to them. We're trying to cushion that blow. You're off tomorrow? What's tomorrow? What's today? It's Friday. So it'll be Friday for you. It's Thursday night for you. So Friday morning. Is that right? Which will be today, which is my today now. Your tomorrow, which is my today. So I'll still be in today. Oh God, I just broke my brain. As you can see, I've just broken myself. So what you mean is today, right? My today, your tomorrow? Hey, your boy Denny. All right. Cool, cool. I don't know what we're going to do tonight. My knee has finally stopped hurting. You guys, I didn't say anything to Midnight Chef, aka my wife, but for 2 nights or 3 nights in a row, I could not sleep. My knee was in such pain. I know what I did to it. And then finally, last night, oh, it's just like, oh, I can turn and twist in my sleep and move my legs about 0 pain. No pain today. And I know the problem is I either lean on when I'm gaming, I lean forward, or when I'm teaching, I lean forward and put my knees or my elbows near my knee. I only have 2. I don't have a third. So I either lean my elbow. Yes.
Thank you for trying this demo.
Yes, they are spaced out. At a foot brick, that's correct. Yeah. So when I put my elbow, so when I'm teaching, sometimes I'll lean forward instead of putting my arms on my desk. If the chair, I can adjust the height. I put my elbow on my knee, or I'll place my left foot on my right knee, and that'll screw it up too. So I've had to be very, very careful the past few days not to put any sort of pressure in that area. I can go months without doing it, and then suddenly I'll start leaning on putting my elbow on my knee. So the past couple of days I had to be just super cautious and conscious of where I put my elbow. Craziest thing ever. So now I slept all night. Oh, I woke up this morning. It's like, oh, I feel so good. So maybe I can race tonight with little to no pain. Which would be great and make me happy. All right. So let's move on. And all right. So if you're from a place in the States where you have a lot of immigrants, and you'll see the parents who speak broken English, trouble reading, but the kids are fine, right? Well, that's me. I hit the ground running, so I never had a chance to actually sit down and pick up Japanese properly, particularly writing. A few times I started, and I have a very basic grasp. But now that the kids are grown up, I've got time, sort of. Mental, what I mean by time is I have time all throughout the day, but mentally having the time to put into it, I've decided, okay, I've got to get this reading and writing thing, particularly the reading thing, under control. But I've always struggled because there's no, there are phonics, sort of. There are these rules, but they're very vague, and I don't like them, on how kanji work. Where you... How can I put this? So if you have a particular kanji character, if it's at the front of a word, it has one way of reading it. If you move it to the back of the word, it has a different way of reading it. So for left and right, there are two ways to say left and right. And I forget the sasetsu, setsu or something like that. And it depends on A, who you're talking to and how old they are, which one they're going to say. And when it's written, I don't even know how to tell the difference, but sasetsu and I can't remember the other one now. And that totally screws up my head. There's like it's so inconsistent. How can you have two different words? Oh. It's like having the word left, but when you put it behind something that's like left turn and then turn left would be like left turn and then turn. I can't even think of another way to say it. So left turn, make a left turn, and turn left would have a totally different pronunciation. And so that's what jacks me up with kanji. Totally jacks me up. Okay? So you have to learn every word. I don't even know what the rules are, man. My head is so broken. But before I could get to that point, I have to figure out, be able to identify the different parts of a character. That's why I came the shortening down a long thought process. So some people can sit down and just memorize character after. It's like memorizing the dictionary. So someone sits down and says, I'm going to memorize a whole dictionary. Start at A and just memorize the whole thing. There are people that do that in terms of Japanese. They start at the basics and they just memorize all the different pronunciations and they just memorize tons and tons of words. Now what's funny is they fall into different categories. They can read the heck out of anything, can't speak. And can't understand when it's spoken to them. It's so weird, right? Then there are people who can read everything, but not write it. And are okay on the listening side and okay on the speaking side. It's so weird. But anyway, why I started in that path? I don't know why I started in that path. But anyway, I need to figure out how I can identify the different characters. Because there are words I know that I can't read. Drives me bonkers. I know some very complex words, but I can't identify them when they're written. Drives me crazy. So I decided to identify all the parts first. And then that way I don't have to memorize random words. It's just, oh, that's that part, that's that part. Oh, I've seen that before. Oh, that must be this. So what I started doing was whenever I'm out walking around or cycling, just looking at characters and identifying how many parts I could see. Like, oh, I see 2 distinct parts. I see 3 distinct parts. The parts aren't important. I don't care about what the word means. I'm just trying to discern the different parts, which is half the battle for me. And there's a pharmacy down the road, which is the top character you see the word at the top there. I saw the left-hand character. I'm like, oh, that's only 2. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Well, I know what the second one is. It's like a whole. Don't ask me what it means. I just know. I kind of know what it means, but I can't explain it. And kata, right? Is that right? No. Whole. Okay, so anyway, it's whole, yeah. And I'm like, huh. That's interesting. There are 2 parts to that kanji on the left. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm thinking about that all the time. Like, oh, what are these 2 parts? It kind of looks weird, like a triangle that's broken, right? Or a snake with like a square snake. Oh, that's really interesting. I went to the machine to update my train pass. And guess what I saw? I saw that kanji again, which is the second one, which is Shorichu. And I'm like, oh my God. Square snakes, yeah. Angular snakes. That's how I do it. That's how my brain works. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh, I can Shoho. I totally knew. I could totally read what the word was. Shoho Sen. I didn't know what it meant, but I could read it. I'm like, oh my god. So I happen to know Shori comes from Jori Chu, which is Jori is like I believe is cook, right? Jori, yeah. And Chu I know because it's one of the simple ones I practice. So now I just need to. I could go to the dictionary and actually look it up. Shoho Sen, which is prescription. I'm like, yeah! And now I can see that word everywhere. There's actually a kanji for the second, the sin, the two characters at the end. But I didn't have time for that. It's usually written this way on the sign. So all these things sort of click together, right? I figured out, okay, that's it's two parts. It looks like I don't know what the left-hand side looks like. It's just a jumbled mess. I don't know what that is. It's just a jumbled mess. It's like it goes down and then it hooks and then it hooks. I don't know, man. But I can write it. I can write it because I can see it. It's just a rectangular snake with the hooky tail. And yeah. So now I can read all these words. And I have a connection. So if I see any one of these characters, I have some sort of reference in my brain now. So that was a few weeks ago. And then I picked up some other words for the other thing. But that's where I am now. That's what I'm working on. Eventually, I'm going to sit down and actually try to study, but not from a textbook written for people studying. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to buy an elementary school book that teaches Japanese kids because that's the proper way to learn it. All the other books written for people studying Japanese, they try to teach you too much, and it's an absolute disaster. All right. Okay, we're going to go through this in a slightly different. I don't know which order to do this in. Do you guys want to talk about a guide to backseating like a pro, or the Eisenhower matrix in determining what to do, you should do, and what you should delegate? Not the interstate system. No. Delegating, yes. All right, we're going to start there. Cool. All right, I made this really poor chart because I spent like 10, 15, 20 minutes trying to find my microphone. So we're not going to get a very nice graphic here. But so this is the matrix. So this is not quite the way it should look. So the importance column is about important, not important. But we'll talk about that in a minute. And then we have urgent, not urgent. So I've had this explained to me in several different ways. I was first introduced to this when I became a manager at the language school. And it was explained to me as the top important, and then urgent, not urgent. Important to you. These are things that are important and urgent and not urgent to you. Not important are things that are urgent and not urgent for other people. I don't think that's the original way it was explained, but that's what we're going to go with because I like that one better. There are a lot of different views on this one, or perspectives you can have. So, the most important box is important but not urgent. You want to take care of all those things first so that they don't turn into urgent things, because the things that are important and not urgent that you ignore go into the important and urgent category, unless it's some sort of emergency, right? Like your house is burning down and, whatever. So things that are not important to you but important to other people that are urgent, you may or may not want to delegate. It just depends, right? But if it's not important to you and it's not urgent and it's something that someone has asked you to do, delegate. Delegate it. If it's urgent and it's not important to you, and you have something that's more important and urgent, delegate it or ask for the deadline to be shifted. Right? So if you put everything in these different quadrants, and if you have something that's important to you but not urgent, and someone has something that's urgent but not important to you but it's super important to them, then you might want to do the trade-off where, okay, you do this thing that's important to me that's not urgent, and I'll take care of your problem. Whereas you're swapping, right? So you strike a deal. It's like, okay, I'll do this for you, but I have this thing over here that also needs to get done. I was going to do this. If you take care of that for me, I'll take care of your problem that you can't take care of. But you owe me, and I'm collecting right now. But nothing should take priority over things that are important and urgent to you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everything else you can negotiate. But sit down and so something from your boss that's not important to you, it might be urgent for him, put it in that box. You've done the swap technique? Yeah, it's really good though. It's like, okay, I was working on this. It's not super important right now, but I was working on this. Your thing is urgent for you, so I'm going to take care of your thing, but you owe me. And here, do this. Now, there's a way to do this for your everyday life also. Everyone wins, right? Yeah. And you're explaining very clearly to the other person, you are messing with my life. You are messing with my things that I need to get done at work. But since I like you, and understand that this is important to you, I'm going to temporarily lower the importance on my side for your benefit. But you owe me. So then for your everyday life, you can sort of apply this where important and not important. So critical and not uncritical, right? So not important would be something that's planning, and important would be putting out fires, right? In your life, like it's April 14th, and you gotta do your taxes. Your teammates do it all the time. Good. So there are things that are not important and not urgent right now, which, if left alone, will gradually move up, move from one box to another, right? So there are occasions when, if you're really clever, you're like, you know what? This is not important now, and it's not urgent. But if I do this now, I'm going to save myself so much heartache down the line. Occasionally, you might want to do what looks unimportant and not urgent now before it becomes a problem. For example, I'll use my dear sister who is here in the chat, Brown Bunny, aka Photo Spice. She takes care of her skin, sunscreen, and other measures. She's been doing this for years because we know as we age, the sun starts jacking our skin up, and by the time you're 45, it's too late. So when you're in your 20s and even your 30s, start taking care of your skin. Then, it's not urgent. It doesn't even seem important. But if you start early, then it never moves up in priority. It never moves into the important, urgent, or, right? It never moves up to that square. And this is what's difficult. This is what you try to tell people. I know. I think this is something that separates the US from Japan also. They spend a lot of time in what initially looks not important and not urgent. They spend time there so that they don't have to worry about things that are urgent and important. Now, what's funny is they struggle with things that are important and urgent because things fall apart. They get thrown too many curveballs, and then the system falls apart. Whereas the US, we're really good at just knocking things out. Yeah, front loading work, yeah. So, but the US seems to have a problem with the not important, not urgent box. They think it's a waste of time, waste of money, right? But really good with the important, urgent things. Once there's a fire, really good at putting out the fire. Now, NASA, on the other hand, are really good at the not important and what appears to be not urgent. Apparently, there are a whole chain of satellites and radar, radio, blah, 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 all set up that they put up before they started sending satellites out there so they can continually talk to all the things that they were going to put up in the future. Apparently, there's a whole network that don't even talk about. So a good example of how Japan works, the whole vaccine program, right? Everyone's been saying, oh, the Japanese are so slow. They are really slow because they sit down and they think about it and say, okay, let's look at all the factors. Let's set this up so it works. And they're slow to start, but once they take off, dude, so fast. It's just, it takes them a little while to get going because they spend so much time front loading and thinking about everything and getting things set up and getting things in place before they flip the switch. Now the problem is once they flip the switch, they don't know how to change. It's so funny. It will save you in the back end, right? Right. Exactly. It's pretty much how movies are made, right? They go to one location, they film all the scenes there. They figure, okay, we're gonna fly here, we're gonna do all this here, and we never have to come back. Right? If you plan your movie properly. I've met people from the movie industry here, and they've worked with different directors and producers and so on and so forth. And they say, yeah, the really good ones, they sit down and figure out all the costumes, everything that's going to be in the movie. They think about all the scenes, and they say, okay, we can shoot all of this here. You guys were doing this. We're going to have this generic room where we're going to shoot this, so that we have all this extra stuff, and then we're going to do this. Okay, are we all clear? Great, go. And they say those people are fantastic. People who aren't organized, who don't do the front load, don't do all that thinking at the start, they say it's a nightmare. Overruns, people, overtime, people working, shooting until 1, 2 a.m. in the morning when they're supposed to finish at 4 or 5 p.m. because people aren't organized. So, for example, I wrote this dumb script. And all it does is... all it does is all it does is download clips that I make when I'm watching people stream. So I grab the URL and then I call up this script and it asks me for the clip name, it asks me for the URL, and then it downloads it, assigns the name, and then moves it to a folder. It moves it to writes it on a file, so I can keep track of all the things, all the clips that I personally have accumulated or clipped. Wow, clip. I would doubling up on that verb there. Good job. So yeah, things like that. CSI Miami would do this. Fly to Miami twice a year for the Miami scenes. Rest of the show was shot on a regular schedule in Long Beach. Yeah, see? That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. I have another one also. So you have to, from Twitch here, they only hold your past streams up to 14 days. So you can either download them. I don't have enough space on my hard drive to download everything, unfortunately. So I have to export them before Twitch deletes them after 14 days. So I wrote this script, and all it does is it grabs. I spent like 2 or 3 weeks making this. I still need to make a few changes, but basically, it gets all. I've input all the information, and then it's saved to a file. Right? It's saved to a file, and I don't remember what that file is. I spent all this time doing this by hand, so I wouldn't have to type it and make a mistake later or keep it in some other sort of weird app. Right? So. So last month, you can't. It's kind of broken because of the screen size. But here are all of my. I can't show it all because this is the wrong screen. This is size for something else. But this is everything. Can I shrink this? No, I can't. So that's everything for the whole month. And I have another one coming up for the month we're in now. But I spent the time to write this program so I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I know exactly what I've exported. I know that today is the last export was on the 5th. We're on the 11th. I need to go grab a few more and then export them over. And yeah, I'll be done with it. You're cleaning up behind someone at work that wouldn't do the little mundane programming. See, yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So yeah, so sometimes what looks, even though it's not urgent at the time, it appears to not be important. It will bite you in the posterior later. You just gotta do it. You gotta do it. Take the time to do it. You gotta be organized. Okay. So very quickly, let's recap. So we started off with the double dash standings, where my team is winning, no thanks to me. Then we talked about Tower of Wisdom. Don't kill what you hate, save what you love. Focus on what you love. Focus on the things that you want to see. Focus on the positive. If you play Fallout right? You know the song from Fallout. That's what they're talking about. Focus on the positive. And then we had the kanji, shohosen. It's a very difficult word to say, by the way. Shohosen, shorichu, ryorichu. This is how my brain works, though. Now, my wife looks at this and says, "How did you draw that connection?" Because it's sound based, right? So shorichu, the second one, shorichu. It's like, oh, I know that from ryorichu. Apparently, that I'm weird. I don't know, but this is how my brain works. Welcome to my brain. Welcome to my brain. It's weird here. All right, and then we talked about then we covered the Eisenhower matrix, how to organize your life, focus on are the different areas that we focus on. Important to you, not important to you, but important to someone else. Urgent, not urgent, and having priorities, right? And how to move things around and what to delegate. Last. We need to move to, I think there's a folder. Oh, 004, okay. So now we're going to talk about how to backseat like a pro. This is in gaming, dear sister. It's called backseating from backseat driving. People come in and they start telling you how to play the video game. I am stubborn. So the word for stubborn in Japanese is ganko. And the word for old man is, like grandpa, is jiji. And so my daughter and my wife constantly call me ganko jiji, ganko oyaji. They call me this because I am stubborn. So stubborn. I don't think I'm stubborn. I think I'm reasonable. I think I'm perfectly okay. But apparently, I'm stubborn. I think I'm reasonable. But okay, that's a conversation for another day. So occasionally, people come into the stream and they'll say, "Oh, you should do this. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? I can't believe you did that. Stop doing that. You do." Just like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Don't tell me what to do. I can do it myself. And that's not true. I do need help. But the problem is the person offering the help is doing it wrong. So I have written this handy dandy guide on how to backseat like a pro. So let's get into it. How to backseat like a pro. Photographed by me. All right. Some people come into the channel and they give advice and I don't get angry. I don't get angry because they come in, they're very slick about it. They're very slick about it, right? So what they do is this. I've noticed. They come in and they infiltrate the chat. They come in, they read chat, they listen to the streamer talk about the game, and then they join the conversation. Join the conversation. Yes, that was intentional. Right? You can see they pop in, they say hi, then they're quiet for a bit, and then you can tell that they're listening, and then they'll join the conversation. Right? When people come in and they say hi, I'm like, all right, we're gonna have a problem. Now, sometimes they don't even say hi. They just start shouting, which happened the other day, and I reacted poorly. I got so mad. So upset with this guy. Or gal. I'm not sure. Like, I can't believe you picked A over B. That was just dumb. You you can bite my shiny black butt. You can like shut up. And then I did something like, you don't do that. I'm like, listen. Internet said this is a tactic, this is a thing that works. You can do it this way. Now you're saying don't do it that way. So who's right? Are you right, or the people on Reddit who have successfully done it this way? Right? And then they qualify, say, well, you should only do it in this one case. And I say, well, that's what you should have said in the first place. And they said, I'm out. I'm like, bye. Don't let the door hit you in the posterior. So mad. But I knew I was reacting poorly. I knew at the time that my reaction was wrong, but I couldn't control myself. I'm so angry. So angry. I was chatting with a friend afterward, and he said, yeah, I knew you were going to be upset. So, if you're going to backseat, you got to take 3 beats. I know, I tried. There were actually 2 of them in there. And I tried so hard. But that switch, it's like, once that switch has been flipped, red line. Urgh. So, read the chat, listen to the streamer talk about the game, and then casually join the conversation. Hey! Right? So at this point, things you can say if you want to backseat. Hey! How many times? Is this your first playthrough? What are you trying to do? What's your plan of attack? And then, based on the streamer or the chat's reply, make a comment. You can say to chat, hey, is this his first playthrough? Oh, yeah. Oh, is he trying to do this? Yeah. What's he trying to do? Will he try to do it like that? Oh, and then you say something like, this is going to be interesting. And just leave it at that. Because as a streamer, you see that. This is going to be interesting. Uh-oh, I'm obviously doing something wrong. But the importance of this is the streamer, the person doing the job, no matter if it's a streamer or in real life in the job, they spent time analyzing the situation, possibly researching, trying to figure out, okay, how can I do this? Someone said this might work. All right. They've taken time to make a plan. When you come in, don't do it like that. You're taking all that time, all that research, and you're just blowing it up. And it's infuriating. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Just come in and say, hey, is this his first playthrough? Yeah. Oh, what's he trying to do? He's trying to do this. Has he died a lot? Yep. Yeah. What's he trying to do this time? He said something about melee attack. I don't know. We don't think it's going to work. Have some popcorn. Now, a few episodes back, we talked about different roles if you're part of a community. There are the people who just tell jokes. There are the troll that's not really a troll, but they just seem trolly. If you are the class clown in the chat, this is your opportunity to say, yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Let me tell you all the funny ways he's died. A, B, C. And I see this. Right? It's just like, yeah. That was dumb. Yeah, that was really stupid. Oh, God, that was so embarrassing. Yep. No lies detected. I see all of this. But what it tells me about this new person is that they are taking the time to find out what's going on. And it shows that they have played the game and they can probably help me. Which in turn, it's like, hey, so I've been dying a lot. Do you have like a piece of advice? It makes me want to ask them for advice, or makes me receptive to possible future advice, right? I'm so mad. I was so mad that day. but I knew it was a bad reaction. So now that you've investigated, right? You've gotten information. You've sort of become friends with the chat. If chat is good with you, if chat is like, oh, hey, they're talking to you, they're not being aggressive, they've made you part of the family, or have you played this? Did you enjoy it? If you're okay with chat and mods, you're pretty much okay with me. So, once the streamer has failed, right? And you sort of, you've had the question about, is this your first run, right? Or I answer, the streamer answers like, yeah, this is my 45th attempt. And I've come close multiple times, but I always fail on the final stage. I get him in his third phase, in his final form. I get to about halfway mark, and then everything falls apart. Once you hear that, as the backseater, you can say, so do you know about this? Or how do you plan on dating? And this is the thing that I don't know about, or the streamer is not aware of. They didn't mention while they were in the middle of combat. Or if they're just about to start their run, a second run, it's like, hey, wait, are you ready for blah, blah, blah? The thing that they don't know about, or they didn't mention, or they're obviously not prepared for. This is it. This is how you do that. Okay? Just do it like this. Do you know about his melee, the melee gap, or the gap where he's vulnerable to melee? No. Oh. One simple thing. Just say the one simple thing. Yeah, which is what this guy should have done the other day. Yeah, when he drops down and comes back for his next set of attacks, after you get the bar down, he goes to his next form, he's vulnerable. Right when he pops up, you can get one melee hit. That's all he freaking had to say. But no, why are you trying to melee? Don't melee. Bite me. So I'm done. Now, I could have reacted better. I could have said, oh, I don't know what I could have done. I could have not been a jerk. But unfortunately, once you flip that switch, that train starts rolling downhill. Ain't no stopping it. Once I'm angry, that's it. Choo choo. Just straight down the hill. Straight through the barriers. No fluffs given.
Thank you for trying this demo.
So that's it. So let's recap, boys and girls. Today we talked about how to backseat like a pro. Actually, let's be lazy and let's go this way. I'm pretty sure there's a way to go, to call up the different commands in order, but I don't know how to do that. Right? Ingratiate yourself to chat. Become friends with chat. If chat likes you and approves of you, then the streamer will like you. Right? You come in, figure out, like what's going on, join the conversation, have a little chit chat, laugh where it's appropriate, right? Poke fun, right? Just be chill. Don't be too aggressive. If chat gives you the okay, the seal of approval, you're good to go, right? And then, the join the conversation bit is what's happening. Also get some information. It's like, has he died a lot here? Yeah. I see. The seal of approval. Exactly. You've infiltrated the chat. You approve of white baby seals? What? I approve. Is that a seal? Right? Get the information. It's like, oh, yeah, he dies a lot. What was he trying to do this time? He's trying to melee himself to victory. Well, this is going to be interesting. Or, I see. That's not going to work. And you can even say then, does he know about the melee cycle, or the melee strike window? No, he hasn't mentioned it. Oh, okay, I see. Right, and that's it. You're in. You've given the advice, and it doesn't even look like you're trying to tell me what to do. You just help. You just like having this little chat, right? But if you don't get, if that doesn't happen, your opportunity is, hey, I noticed you You tried to melee your way to victory. Yeah, but it seems not to be working. Well, do you know about this? Right? Well, were you ready for the melee window? Right? No. Oh, how do you plan on dealing with the blah 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 cycle? Well, I didn't even know that was a thing. See? It's not hard. 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 And then you just offer the advice. One simple thing. Try this. It's not hard, people. How do I do what? How do you do this on a comment section on the video? Is this a YouTube video or a what kind of video are we discussing here? Oh, so in that case, it's you would what are you guys talking about? You're hungry. Toast. So listen to what the YouTuber is talking about. Look at the comments and see if there's a comment already existing or that you can co-opt to your advantage. It mentions all the good things or sort of starts down the path that you want, right? But if not, then just go to then it's, hey, I noticed while you were talking during the video, you mentioned this. And I'm not sure if this is your first time through or your second time through. And it seems like you were trying to do this. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? That kind of thing that you sort of, that little qualifier there, right? And then it's, do you already know about? Were you aware of this? Were you aware of that? Have you tried this? Or, something like that, right? So it's the exact same process. It's just you don't get the feedback. So it's like, hey, I watched the video. You're going to sandwich it. Hey, all this was really great, but I noticed you struggled here. Is it a case of this? Where are we? So yeah, I noticed this and blah, 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 blah. And then I think it appears that, or it sounds like you were trying to do this. Yeah, sandwich for the win again. Yeah. It sounded like you were trying to do this. And then you say like, yeah, that's really difficult. Or sometimes, that's where a lot of people struggle, or that's a difficult concept. Okay, but are you ready for blah? I don't know what blah is, but whatever it is, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. So it's the sandwich plus sort of this, you have to have a conversation with them, even though you're not having a conversation. You're having an asynchronous conversation with them. And you're saying the things sort of like, it sounds like, it looks like, and then you provide some comments like, yeah, that's really difficult. I struggle with that point too. I see other people struggle with it. If this is your objective, you might want to try this. If not, then, feel free to ignore this. And I really love your stuff. Thank you. Boom, you're out. So yeah, the sandwich wins again. Could someone shower for me? I don't feel like showering. You're asking yourself, more where did that come from? Yeah, I struggle with blah too. Or I found that really difficult until I did blah, blah, blah. Right? I guess I should add that to the list of things you can say. All right, I've got to go shower, you guys. I need to be responsible. I don't mind going. I don't mind having to teach. I don't feel like showering. It's one of those not important, not urgent things, but if I don't do it, the fallout from that is pretty bad. I'm not gonna shave though. You can't make me shave. I'm not shaving. I will shower, wash my hair, wash behind my ears, but I will not be shaving. Can't make me. So today, boys and girls, let's back up here. Such bad fallout, right? So, first we talked about the Double Dash standings. Phantom Racers, yeah, that's my team. Havoc is just carrying me race after race. We lead by 24 points, over 9K, Vegetable Varieties, behind by 4 points. I just got lucky. We got lucky. Vegeta did not win round 2. So that's such chaos. We ended up with a win, I believe. Red Wind, not far behind, over 9,000 Vegetable Varieties with 18 points. Directly behind Red Wind, 17 points is Laser Team, which is Laser Team. And Heavy Metal Racing, which is definitely Eternicus. I don't know who his teammate is, with 15 points. And then the drop-in team, Blame, is still at 1 point because we had no drop-ins last week. And remember, folks, way down at the bottom, if you look carefully, not a cult. Totally not a cult. All right, and then we moved on to Tower of Wisdom. Don't kill what you hate. Don't try to kill what you hate. It'll make you into the bad guy. Just save what you love. Focus on what you love, the positive thing, the good thing. Just focus on that. Don't focus on the one person that said the one bad thing about your group. Don't. I watched there's something that happened here in Japan, and an athlete stated their change. They changed teams, if you know what I mean. Huge crowd, everyone supported them, and one person said something negative. And then it turned into, oh my God, all Japanese people are this. Oh my God, we need to change the whole culture. It's like, dude, do you not see all the people that are supporting this one person, and you're gonna let one individual, what about pineapple? Can we? Oh, you put me on the spot. You put me on the spot, Sonic. So the deal is this: if people want to support and enjoy pineapple on pizza, that's on them. Am I going to judge them? Deep in my heart, possibly. But am I going to go call them out on Twitter and get them canceled? Right? No. Am I going to try to get pineapple on pizza canceled? No. I'm going to focus on what I love, which is the Meat Deluxe pizza with all the pepperoni, all the different sausages, all the cheese. I'm going to talk about what I love. Now, for those of you who are a bit older like myself, when pizza was just either cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza, which is all I really need. I love just a nice, big pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni and cheese. Ah. But am I going to judge and go on a crusade to get rid of all pineapple on pizza? No. No. Stop it. Stop it. Right, this is the Michael Jordan gif, okay? Stop it. Get help. No, I'm going to support the pizza that I like. So yeah, save what you love. That's my advice. But beware, I am judging you. I am, all of you like, oh, pineapple pizza's okay. No. Now, to be clear, I don't have a problem with the savoriness of the the pizza and the pot and the pepperoni and whatever, and the sweet of the pineapple. That's not the issue. It's not even. It's a fruit, and it shouldn't be on a pizza. I did no because technically, tomato is a fruit. That's not even my problem there. But the only issue I have is the preposition on. That's it. That's it. Do I like the savory and the sweet? You bet your bottom dollar I do. Or as our father is fond of saying, bunny, brown bunny. You bet your sweet bippy. I love it. We have to kill pineapple. No. No. Hey, if people want to enjoy pineapple on pizza, fine. I prefer pineapple, a pizza with pineapple on the side. That way you don't get all that messy, runny pineapple juice messing everything up. That's the only issue I have with it. If we could just all agree that I'm right, that on is the issue. If we could all just get behind that. And just get more with pineapple with pizza. Very inclusive. It covers all the people that like it on. And those of us who don't like it on. Now, those who don't like it for those other reasons, nah, well, that's their problem. Just ignore them. But yeah, I love pineapple with pizza. Absolutely dig it. It's just on that I have a problem with. On is the problem. Thank you. But if that's how you enjoy your pizza, then that's how you enjoy your pizza. If I come to your house and you order a pizza and there's pineapple on pizza, am I going to say anything? Of course not. Am I going to eat the pineapple first when you're not looking? Maybe. When you're looking, am I going to take a bite where there's pineapple just to make you feel good? Yes. Because I'm that kind of guy. I don't want to get busted picking the pineapple off. I might accidentally tilt the pizza slice so that the pineapple falls off. Like, oh, dang it. You got a fork? I might try that tactic. I might try that. Make it like, oh, it's an accident. But am I going to sit there and go on a 25-minute rant about how the preposition on ruins pizza for me? No. I'm not that kind of guy. If that's how you enjoy your pizza, I'm saying something and judging. No. I may go home and like, oh, I can't believe these people eat pineapple pizza. Maybe. Sonic, you're an evil, evil monster. You know. Oh, why you gotta call me out like that, gorgeous beefcake? Why you gotta call me out like that, huh? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta be that way? Oh, God. Maybe. Oh. I got nothing. You got me. But have you guys not seen Japanese pizza? They pile it on. If you look at the meat deluxe, you've got to eat that with a knife and fork. You can't pick it up. It's so heavy. The minute you pick it up, everything falls off. Unless you roll it like a sandwich. Right? If you turn it like a Subway pizza sandwich, then okay. But if you order the meat deluxe, it's like 5 pounds of meat per slice. There's no way you're picking it up. And then the jalapenos fall off. That in itself is a crime, right? Do I need to lawyer up? Is that what's happening here? Oh my god. Folded like a taco. Yeah, I mean that's a possibility. That's an option. Thanks. Thanks. Gorgeous beefcake. Thanks. Just you know that on on Twitter where that's when you were yelling, just fold it like a taco. But it's not a taco. If I wanted a taco, I'd order a taco. This is like when people on Twitter, when someone goes off on something and someone posts the picture of like you're reporting a tweet, like I'm in this picture and I don't like it. That's what's happening right now. I'm in this chat and I don't like it. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Oh my god. All right. So then we talked about kanji and how my brain is faulty and I'll have to bypass all the faults by just focusing on shapes. And then we looked at the Eisenhower matrix. It's not a taco. It's just like a taco. Kind of like this is not a cult, but it's like a cult. Okay, fair enough. It's like a soft taco. It's like almost like a taco burrito Subway sandwich kind of hodgepodge mix. I get that. I get that. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. I'd like to report this chat. No, I can't do that. No, just get myself into trouble. And then we talked about the Eisenhower matrix, how occasionally what's not important and not urgent now will graduate in the scale of priority and turn into important and urgent and cause all sorts of other issues. But if you need to delegate, you may have to, you might want to focus on what's important to you and urgent right now. You don't want to delegate that. And if something is not urgent but important to you, and there's another task on the list that's not important to you but urgent to someone else, you can negotiate a deal. You do this non-urgent thing for me, and I'll do this urgent thing for you. And we covered how you want to front load, do all the planning and organizing and thinking before you move. And that's usually in the, this important, not important is going to take on a different role here. Not important being just not important, doesn't matter who it's for. So the not important, not urgent thing is planning. Planning. It's also getting your inbox to 0 so that when something important does come in, you will see it. Is it possible that I just selected every single email in my Gmail account? Over 10,000 unread emails and hit read on all of them? Yes. Did I read all 10,000? No. Do I feel guilt? No. I just started fresh. Just wipe them all out. Like, starting over. It may have been 20,000 years of Gmail. Okay, I lied. It was 20,000. There. I'll come clean. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my god. All right. It's 1 o'clock here. I need to shower. I need to be out the door by 1:30. It's humid. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That being, just hit red on everything. All right, you know what? I'm sitting at a bad angle because now it's messed with my knee. What did I just do there? Maybe the chair's too high? Okay. Oh, you know what? I've been pushing on my leg. All right, gotta stop crossing my arms. Hit delete. Oh, I just hit red. Mark as red. I don't delete. I mark as red. I should delete everything. I sign up for a lot of email newsletters to get those free PDF. Dumb. I shouldn't do it, but I do. All right, and then we. What was that? What was that? 5. Ah. There we go. And then we talked about how to backseat like a pro. Uh-oh. There we go. It's 4. And with that, I've got to go. It's exactly 1 p.m. I struggle to end these, to end each episode because I can sit here and talk to you guys all freaking day. I have so many podcast ideas. It's just some of them require a lot more planning, and I need a co-host slash partner in crime. But yeah, I'd love to do this almost every day if I could. Yes, Gorgeous Beefcake. I did. I haven't watched the trailer yet. I was gonna do that after the stream, but oh, Vegeta, thanks. I see I just saw what you posted to me in Discord. Thank you, sir. I'm Morpheus, infamous pizza grease dabber. Oh my god. Jeebs. All right, so I'm going to actually hit the perfect. That's your role, and you play it well. All right, we're going to listen to the trailer. I'm going to watch the trailer. You guys are going to hear the trailer. So here we go. We're going to get an ad first, I think. We'll ignore the ad. Oh, maybe not. Hardcore Metal Gear Solid vibes. Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god. Are you telling me I need to go play Death Stranding again? Is that what's gonna happen here? Oh, this looks so good. Oh no. 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 Oh, if you guys could see what I'm seeing, you have to watch this trailer for yourself. Metal Gear Solid. Yes. Please tell me he's gonna do the box thing. Do the box thing. Do it. Oh, I should post the link. I should have posted the link in chat. Oh, it's so good. Post the link in chat. I can't quickly switch between apps. Oh no! Oh, what a tease. Alright, I didn't say anything. I was going to describe it. but you guys get to listen to my reaction, which was totally useless. Jeeves, if you could post the link in chat. Oh, I need this. Death Stranding Director's Cut. So we're playing Death Stranding again, apparently. All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for calling me out, Jeeves. Wow. Like, wow, dude. Hey, Laser, again, we're just wrapping up. Please catch the VOD. All kinds of deep, dark secrets revealed about Imorph and his weird culinary habits. And I will see you all this evening in the sports. Hey! I'm sorry, Laser. I'm sorry. You know, you need to move to Japan. And then that way we're in the same time zone. You can catch it all as it happens live. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go be an adult. Oh, God. I haven't even looked at it. I said it so I know what's in the clip. Enjoy that. All right, I'll let that oh, yeah, I saw it in Discord. I saw that. Oh my God, you're such a monster. So I'll show you guys what a weirdo. I'm perfectly normal. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see if I can grab this. I'm perfectly normal. It's you guys that are jacked up. You guys, I gotta go. I hate ending this. It's so much fun. Normally when I'm streaming at night, it's at the end of a long day. So normally at night, I'm at the end of my day. It's like, 12. It's midnight or almost 1 a.m. So it's me sort of just running out of energy. This is me with lots of energy. I could talk all day. All right, I've had to go be an adult. I gotta shower. Then I gotta put on clothes. I'm wearing clothes now. Don't take that the wrong way. Just like I have to pick clothes and then like put them on. I just can't wear my pajamas to work. All right, I'm done. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. All right. I will see everyone later. Have a wonderful day. And then you'll never live this atrocity. I know I'm in so much trouble. See you in Sonic. See you later. Bye. Love you guys. Mwah.